Hey there folks, Kozzi Drafting here for Pick 1 Pack 1, and I am on a roll and I am champing at the bit because I'm excited to play this Rakano aggro deck, and I probably should slow down a little bit, but it's nice to be back in the winner's podium. We are currently 5-1. The one loss was so long ago I can't quite remember. I know it was game 2. But yeah, the others, we've had 2 early concessions from our aggression, we've had 1 timeout, so we haven't really had a chance to properly test the deck, and then we've had 2 wins from the chakram doing its job and giving us amazing evasive attacking power that just wears our opponent down. Perma-trunk. Oh dear. This is a fantastic hand if we draw a second power, although we are missing creatures, and I am reliant on drawing that power, and Rally is absolutely useless. Perhaps this is an amazing hand. Perhaps I just got blinded by these. I think we throw it back. Oh, gross. Don't do this to me, deck. Alright, so we currently have our maximum amount of power that we really want, but we need the green. Fortunately, our opponent is slow, and now we're just desperate to draw a green power and not get totally screwed. It's unfortunate. One of the few things we wouldn't be able to torch effectively. One of the things we can't Warcry effectively, but we can cast our Familiar and Fly over the top effectively. And so now we'd really like to see our Chakram. Chakra. Sure. Okay, so they've got a trick. It could be a Finest Hour. Let's find out what it is. Do I want to use both my Temper and my Torch here? I think I do. If I would have kept it back, no, I wouldn't have blocked anyway. I could also use my Sword of Icaria and a Temper. Am I happy losing it? Which one's more useful, the Sword or the Torch? The Torch is more likely to be played on a future turn. Whatever happens, this has to die. It's as simple as that. Torch can turn on some of the other cards in my deck, so I think we'll leave it be. So they've gotten card value out of me. They've gotten my best piece of removal. That's not a weapon. In a sense, this is a quasi card, the Temper. It's not really a card. Well, it's a card loss until I draw whatever creature has gotten +1/+1, and then in a sense I've just paid. Okay, so I have a glorified 1/1 right now. Is this enough for me to want to use my Sword of Icaria? I think it is. If they have the Finest Hour, I'm in trouble no matter what. And whilst we're a little bit behind on life because of what they gained from the Combre Healer, we're currently at parity on our attacks. If I can get this out, I'll be in a much better position. Yep. We won our second green, unfortunately. What's worth more to me, the Sword of Icaria or the Finest Hour? I think the Finest Hour can represent a lot more life on a swing around. So I think I'd rather use my Sword of Icaria. The likelihood of them having more things that I can actually kill with this sort of car is getting lower by the hour. Yeah. And now we just really want to draw a Justice Sigil. If we can get this Rune Hammer through, especially whilst their board state is relatively sparse, we'll be in a dominating position. Especially as we can hold back a creature with Finest Hour as well, to force them into attack that looks safe, that we could hopefully catch them out on and blow them out. Like, this has been a benign turn. It's just been removal and 2 1-drops. But we are working through it. Alright, that'll do. So we'll keep the 1-drop back. Ooh, you've got a Finest Hour. Okay. I guess I've done a 2-for-1 to get my card parity back. Does make this a lot worse. Come on, where's my chakra? Oh, chakra. That's all I want right now. And a power. That one isn't great for me. It's not great at all. It's going to represent a bona fide problem soon. We're getting power screwed, but on the color of the influence, this is not cool. We don't have much else we can do other than keep attacking in. But yeah, it's been how many turns now? And we just haven't drawn that extra power. Even just a power to drop the fledgling a while ago would have been good. I think we'll use the Finest Hour here just because we can't afford to be taking 7. And then this will be on jump block duty for next turn. Oh jeez, that's not good. I think this is when the game well and truly turns. We've just been stuck with nothing to do. We'll take it because I want to force them to have a creature or something. Come on. That's not it. We can't afford to take 7 really, can we? I guess we have to. If we take 7, then they can attack. We can Finest Hour so it lives. We have a chump blocker to take another 2. That's lethal, so we basically need to hope we draw a power next turn. Is there any way that we can survive without hoping that we draw a power next turn? No. I think that's my only line. If we block here and Finest Hour, we can also disincentivize the attack. If they attack first and we Finest Hour, then that will disincentivize this attack and we just take 5. If they attack, we do take the trade here because we'll be forced to chump otherwise. And now, just like the last, 12 turns, we just need to draw a power. Hooray! What are we going to do with it now? I think we start off by turning that into an 0-5. Oh, the things we could have done and the places we could have gone if we'd drawn that power so much earlier. Priced into blocking here, we'll block with the worst creature. I think the Rune Hammer is the way to go. Allows us to kill this. We hold this back. We're forced to block. And we hope to draw some cheap things. Granadon Drone would be amazing here. Gives us some nice chump blockers. Whilst we do our best to try and clean up all this junk. I think we play the fighter before the fledgling. The fledgling has the potential to be better for us, although the fledgling's also more expensive. Yeah. Because this way, if we do happen to draw a Granadon Drone, we can play both. Blocking for days. They draw something good. Would have been useful 2 or 3 turns ago. Although if we do get the chakra or whatever it is, I know I've been mispronouncing it this whole time. We could do things that are interesting. Treble Lock to kill it, can't afford to. Then we play Hush Rule. Wow. Power Screw. Unfortunate way to go down. We had a beautiful hand too if we had the chance to play it out. Alrighty, so now it's win and in for the rest of these. I really want to get 2 more. I'd like for these to be determined by the actual cards. Well, I guess Power Screw is being determined by the actual cards, but you guys know what I mean. Feels I'm in a really whiny mood today. I think I will take a break after this, even though I feel like playing out more drafts. Evidently going 1-3 isn't good for your health. I don't know what the medication is to take for it. It will sort you out, but it's not good. It's not good at all, man. Yeah, Combo Healer. Such an amazing card. To be able to get your health up above 5, it's just so difficult to deal with. Like, I had that plan of using my Auric Warhammer the whole time. We have some of our worst creatures and power, but we have creatures and power, so that is a clickable hand. Echo card, so we're probably looking at Elysian, maybe Combray. Oh, don't do it to me, deck. Don't do it to me. You're meant to give me creatures now. You've given me enough power. This is all good. Lightning Storm can be a problem, but we got nothing going on otherwise, so we need to run into this risk because we just need to hope that they are ludicrously slow. What do we do here? We can't go up to 4. Do we waste our finest hour just to deal with it? Yeah, I think we have to. I would have loved to have cast my Obliterate, but by the same token I also don't want to take a whole bunch of damage for no reason. So in effect that Ticking Granadon was a 4 power burn spell that went to the face. Not great, but not the worst in the world either. They're not likely to have a lot of equipment, so I'll still get value out of the sword later, I think. I'd rather just take to the skies and represent a threat. It's going to be a good turn. We can either do this now or next turn, and whatever we don't do now, we can wait on. I think I'd rather keep the Obliterate for later. Because it can deal with much bigger and scarier threats that I otherwise might find challenging to deal with. Speaking of a bigger and scarier threat, I think this counts. That being said, if I attack in the air, I can do 2, taking him to 15. Kill this creature, chump attack, taking him to 13. I then have another 4 in the air, taking him to 9. Otherwise, if I kill him and kill him, I can attack for 4, 6, taking him to 11, having another creature. Attacking for 8, taking him to 3. I think I'd rather that, especially when I have 2 creatures in the air. Oh, but I can't afford to cast the familiar. That was silly. If you want to trade off, I'm fine with that. If you want to take 3, I'm fine with that too. Okay, that makes life a little bit interesting. So if you block, you take 2, 4. If you block, you're taking 2, and then you're taking 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, chump attacking is definitely fine by me. Whilst they're not going to attack anyway, there's no point in showing it, and then we can attack around them. Sweet. One more to go, folks. This is it for all of the biscuits. Yeah, such a diverse series of games with this. I feel as though some games that look like what a tempo deck should look like, some games that totally peter out and get into a weird arm wrestle. Unfortunately, a couple of games that were well and truly decided by the power bases, but that is, like, people will get up in arms and they'll be like, oh, the power base is the worst part of the game. But it is part of the game. Like, it's just the nature of... Like, I can get why people get frustrated and upset at it. Because you're playing a game that involves an element of skill. You want to be able to show off your skill. And unlike, say, soccer, where you're kicking around a football, and generally the only things that happen are based on your skill level versus skill level of your opponent, there is an element of randomness in this. I get it. It's frustrating. You want to show off what you can do, or you've built this deck and it's sweet, and it looks like a brand new card that you're excited about the possibilities, and then all of a sudden you can't. You know, it's just, it says no, and it chokes and you can't do a thing. I think here I'd rather get my war cries on. And I can totally get the profound frustration of that. But by the same token, it's part of the actual game is managing. If I exhaust it, I can attack. Next turn, if I draw a power, I can cast Finest Hour. Otherwise, I could just cast Finest Hour now. I can still attack in because it'll be a 4/4. Cast my Emerald Acolyte. I think I like that better. Probably shouldn't have played that first. Might have had a chance of getting 1 damage in, but yeah, part of this game is like poker, is you're trying to give yourself the best chances with the amount of luck that you've been given, and trying to work out your best lines therein. Do I want to burn out Serpent Trainer? I think I do. I think the extra blockers are a problem for me. I'm happy to offer up the trade. If he trades there, that's fine by me. Actually, yeah, it's fine by me. Pretty soon we're going to have some big creatures coming through too, which I'm excited about. It's not bad. Lucky, because I wasn't playing around it. I was just on automatic mode with attacking, thinking I was going to be able to use the Finest Hour over here. But it's not bad. I guess sometimes you need a little bit to go right for you. Fortunately, this still isn't the fastest clock. And they're the kind of deck that once they get established, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so they'd rather stop the Warcry than the double damage. Do I want to miss out on a Warcry? I mean, the exhaust, I think I'm fine with that. I just want to get my clock up as fast as possible. And even if I get an extra Warcry in, it's fine. Flooding again. Happiness is. Am I willing to trade this for a Warcry? I think I am, because there's not much else happening for me otherwise. And I do have creatures that care about keeping power in hand. But yeah, this flooding is going to cost me the game, unfortunately, if I don't draw something different soon. And that definitely doesn't fit the bill. That's good though. See if we can bluff our way in for an extra point. Yeah. Poker analogy confirmed. So they managed to get themselves an extra hatchling. And we managed to get ourselves an extra power. Awesome. 2, 4, 6. So we could trade this 3 for 1, open up the board again. I think we just sit back and wait though. The minute we stop drawing power, we'll have something more interesting to consider doing. Fortunately, the 2/3 stops that from attacking in. If I can draw the Chakram now, that'd be amazing. We have enough of these to last us forever on our attacks. We have a 5/5, so it's less exciting to keep in hand. Even less exciting to draw. Come on, deck. Now that is interesting. Except for the fact that they have a 5/5, so I guess we just wait. come on. You're so nice to me, deck. This is fun. And because they're designed to be slower, what they're drawing is, well... Alright, let's not even worry about the comparison of the decks. Anything that they're drawing is better than the power that I'm drawing right now. Yep, that resolves. You attack in with absolutely everything. So I'm currently looking at taking what? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15... Is it even worth using the rally? Probably not. Ah, he's too tough anyway. Flooding. Yeah. Now they got more than enough flyers to be able to cause me real nightmares. Yeah, no worries. Ton of power. So be it. Yeah, like, it's worrying. Out of that, how many actual games did we play? I can think of 3 off the top that were affected by power. I think it's 4. So 4 out of my 9. But as I was saying, like, you can't really complain about it. Part of what you want to try and do is to mitigate it. Work out ways that you can build around it to have better results. Ooh, that's not too bad. But yeah, it does get frustrating because you just want to show what you can do. And you're like, I've built this and this is sweet and I want to see it work. And rather than seeing it not work because of what your opponent's done, which most people are perfectly okay with. Is that a shiny one? No, not shiny. I just got overly excited. Instead, you just find yourself stuck in that spot where you just can't show it off because the resources just aren't playing fair. But yeah, this is where, you know, things like the monuments... Oops, don't mean to exit. I just mean to go back. Things like the monuments, that's where cards like that, or things that have power sinks in them, they help you mitigate that to some degree. And building your curve so that you have the 2s, that also helps. And so to some degree, me getting screwed, that was on me. I didn't have the cards to help out. I did have a solid 3 and 4 curve, but definitely not the 2s. And I just realized I left up my Rakano Aggro thing rather than the actual deck. No, this was Rakano Aggro. It's because we were playing up against the Flyers deck. I just assumed we were Flyers. Folks, I know that you can see it only says it's only 4:08 on my computer, but apparently it's past my bedtime. My brain is dying. But there you go. That was the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Don't feel as though we had remotely as good matches as we did for the 1-3s that were arm wrestles, even though we had better results. But you know, such is the way of things. I hope that once this expansion goes and I can start to make some more content, we'll start to have some sweet, sweet matchups. I definitely like the new cards that have been added from the previous promo block. I feel as though there are some interesting cards there that can be fun to play with. And I look forward to having the opportunity to show you guys those. Until then, I hope that you guys have a good one. Take care. Thank you for watching my video series. And if you do enjoy these, please let your folks and your friends know about it. Please feel free to subscribe so you can be notified whenever they come up. And all of the usual YouTube stuff. You know the rigmarole. Until then, and also through then, I'll be Kozzi and I'll be drafting for Pick 1, Pack 1. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a good one.